All right, guys, here we go again. This is Emmett the Alpha Builder. So come here, guys, and I think the first thing I do is sit down with the framer and make sure we got we go through the plans, guys. So we got guys. I actually laminated these plans. I think this is one of the best things you can do. So I laminated the plans and I gave him the plans that he's gonna need for this job, just to um, just for the foundation part is what I gave the plans for, you know. But this is what we look like, guys. So we got the engineered lumber package here. We also have the, uh, I usually try to bring my nails and make sure, they got everything they need, guys. Of course, I came out here like a day before, a couple of days ago, to make sure they got everything they need to do what they need. My job as the builder, our superintendent, if you have, to make sure they got everything they need, and they don't have to have any breaks in construction. So power, porta pot, nails, lumber, and guys, you want to get out here. I came out here and I counted all my lumber too, guys. Made sure all my lumber was counted. Okay, got making sure these saws that they got are OSHA compliant. So typically what you're gonna do is guys can kind of see, we start popping lines. I'm actually, once it rains, you can kind of see where your low spots are in your concrete. So I got one right there. Uh, and that's the first thing that happens, guys. We come out here and these guys pop lines. Golly, I mean, these guys, we got to get more people in these trades, man. I tell you what, man, you can do really, really well with these trades. So I come out again, and guys, it's critical that you come out here and you don't just give these guys plans and just say have at it. I think this is mine right here. Yeah, this might be mine. Yeah, yeah, I think this is mine, guys. I don't know whose stick this is. Probably gonna hold on to this right here. I might need it one day. This is what we got. Do got a little crack coming in right there. So I always gonna get a crack. This sucker go all the way across. You gotta watch that crack, make sure it doesn't get bigger. But this is what we got. So we get these guys going. I'm gonna put this stick right here, but somebody may come back. That looks like a nice stick to have. We get these guys going, man. And, I can kind of monitor them and see where they're at. First thing they're gonna do is they're gonna come in, they're gonna pop lines on the floor, on the concrete. They're gonna pop all the lines out there, measure things up to make sure that we kind of got this thing straight. These are some really long LVL beams. Now, the last time we did a little bit different. We had a couple of beams in one place, but we're gonna take these. These are like the longest LVL beams I've ever seen. So we got it backfill. I got it safe for them. It's another thing you want to make sure you got. You want to make sure that you got this thing backfill, man, because if it's not backfill, somebody fall in a hole, man, now you got yourself another problem. So we looking all throughout. So that's pretty good, guys. So I'm gonna got my ground rod right there, but that's probably the one we're gonna end up using. I got another one I put over there. So I'm gonna go up here and kind of inspect the we go up here and inspect the top floor. Guys, we gotta get brothers in the trades, man. I don't think I don't. We got a dilemma. I'm finna go on one of my rants. I went on a rant last night, but I think we got a major dilemma. You know, on one hand, we tell these brothers that they need to go to college, and especially the younger guys, man. These younger guys are just not going. They're not going to school unless they playing sports or something like that. But these guys are just, I don't know, man. We told them to go to college, you know, and a lot of time, man, just going to school, man, just for the sake of going to school, man. That's just, you wasting time. Look at these guys out here, man. These guys is fixing to, this is gonna be a good little job for them, man. They're gonna make a little lick here. And they're learning, man. I mean, each one of these guys here, eventually what's gonna happen is they're gonna be able to lead their own crew. So you got the guy with the plans right there. He's kind of the spearhead in the team. And then eventually, man, each one of these other four guys are gonna, if they're not already, they can have their own crew. And then they go out and knock things out the way, man. And they believe in, you know, getting it done, you know, getting it done right now. Another thing, builders, you got to know this code, man. You got to know the code, guys. You got to know, you got to know how construction works. Because your job is to hold these guys accountable, to make sure that these guys are doing what they're supposed to do right. And I'm not saying that these guys can't do it right. In a lot of cases, they understand how to make things happen, man, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's right, man. It's not code compliant. Your job as the builders to make sure this stuff is code compliant. Make sure, because at the end of the day, when the inspectors come out, they're not gonna deal with your framer, which I'll be honest with you, man, I think framing should be a licensed trade, man. I really think it should be a licensed trade. But those inspectors are not gonna, you know, that's the head guy right there. He's studying the plans, but they're not going to deal with him. Inspectors not going, you know, they're not going to hold him up. It's not going to be him that at the end of the day, that's not getting his check, you know, until things get done right. It's not him that has to deal with the homeowners, okay? They don't have to do that. These lines look like, what's going on with them? So, that's what we got here, man. So, guys, get a trade, man. Y'all got to get a trade, man. Y'all got to get out here and start getting trades. You know, you could win. You could really win. I stay out of these guys' way. So we got. Bill, you got any more questions? Everything good, man? Okay. All right, man. I'm fixing to leave. But if you need anything, they need anything, just let me know. All right, man. Thanks, man. All right. Like, share, subscribe. This is the way. You guys have a good one. All right, guys. Something else, man, that I do is man, hold on to these nails, man. Ration these things out one box at a time, man. These boxes are expensive. But you don't want your framers, you know, they just need one box right now, man. But you don't want those guys just shooting through a whole bunch of nails, man. They're just shooting nails everywhere. The problem with the nail thing is when your framer provides the nails, they don't shoot enough. When you provide, they shoot too much. There's no equal ground in this thing, so you just gotta watch these guys, man. But you gotta ration these guys out, these nails out for those guys.